So you've decided that you want to become an international school teacher and you want to join the international circuit. However, finding a job and securing it is a little bit tricky first time. So in this video, we're going to cover how to get a job at an international school. The first thing you need to understand is that getting a job at an international school is very much a year-long process, beginning in the academic year before you intend to move and work. You need to have a clear and consistent plan that you stick to, as this will ensure that you choose a school and a country that you enjoy living and working in. I want you to know that the plan we're about to go through is the one that is used by many international school teachers all around the world. Let's start off by looking at September, the year before you intend to move. Here, you should be thinking about a list of countries that you want to live and work in. It's really important that you have an open mind, and it's important that you choose a list of countries rather than one individual country, as that will limit your choices and therefore your chances of securing a job. You need to let your current school know of your plans, because their reference is going to be needed sooner rather than later. The final thing you need to start thinking about is whether you're going to apply to each international school individually, or whether you are going to use a recruiting agency such as Search Associates or ISS. Now, to join these recruiting agencies, you need to pay a fee, which is usually around $200. This fee gives you access to an advisor, a list of job advertisements, as well as access to a job fair which is held in January. The fee is worth it because the agencies do work hard to secure you a job. And the last thing you need to know is that applying direct or using an agency both have positives and negatives, but many teachers have found success using both methods. You just need to choose the one that's right for you. In October, you should by now have a clear list of countries that you want to live and work in, and you should be making a list of the international schools that are available in these countries. October is also the time that you need to start collecting and everything for your applications. So cover letters, CVs, resumes, as well as letters of recommendation. In October, you should finally make a decision about whether you're going to apply directly or use a recruiting agency. I've also always in October made an Excel spreadsheet of all my international schools I want to apply to, so I can begin tracking applications. Now in November, the international teachers who do not want to return to their schools will be handing in their notices. So from November onwards, you'll start to notice that international school advertisements begin to increase. This is a time where you need to get into the habit of checking the schools that you want to apply to see if any advertisements go up, and get an application in early so your name can be put on their radar. December is a time where preliminary interviews are often held. This is a very common occurrence, so get in the habit of checking your inbox to see if you are getting any invitations. These interviews, usually held on Skype or Zoom, are just a way of each leadership team getting to know candidates so that they can begin to make a shortlist for the final interviews, which will be held in January. While they are informal, it's really important that you give these your best effort so that you can get an invitation to a final interview. January is the peak hiring season. This is when most interviews will be held, and this is when, if you do get any interviews, they will be held on Skype or Zoom or in person with each school. It's very common for you to be interviewed more than once. For example, I was interviewed 5 times for one of my positions. If you are using a recruiting agency, the job fair held in London will be around this time, so look out for that. January is a very, very busy season, so do make sure you are taking time for yourself so that you can give each interview your best effort. February is when most of the interviews will have been held and offers will be being made. Keep an eye out on your inbox because you may have invitations to final interviews or a conversation where offers will be made. Everything is done in a timely manner, so you need to be alert and on time. And don't be afraid to give each school that you've applied to a final shout to see if your name is being considered. By March, most offers are made, so if you have been successful, this is where you will be offered a contract for you to read over and sign. I have made an individual video on international teaching contracts, so do give that one a watch if you need any advice. Finally, if you have secured a job by March, this is a time to celebrate because all your hard work has been worth it. Now, if by now you haven't secured a job, the first thing to know is not to panic. In May and June, there is a small hiring season as some international teachers drop out of their chosen positions for different reasons. As I said, don't panic. Keep using the system of checking these job advertisements daily. Keep using the agencies if you're using them, as they will continue to help you find a job and be on the lookout. That's everything for this video. I wish you the best of luck on your journey and your applications. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe to find